little breezy. It's a little chilly, but that's okay. Done for an overnighter. Keep going. Okay, I've been going for a few minutes here on what the sign refers to as the short swing trail. I think they've named it something else by now, but anyway, that's what the sign says. Yeah, it's been. I actually saw a family soon after getting on the trail. They were walking their dog, apparently. Anyway, this is what the trail looks like. Again, I said it's a little chilly. It's like upper 40s, but the sun's out. It's nice, and it's first full day of fall. Yep, that's right. Okay. Catch up with you later. Okay, I've got to the intersection with the path to the Tub Mill Marsh Lean-To, which is not my destination. I've come 2.4 miles in about the last hour. I need to stop somewhere for lunch. I don't know that this is the place, but we'll push on a little bit more. Okay. Here's where I decide to stop for lunch. Obviously more of a swamp than anything else right here, but it is sunny. Got a place to sit, and it's I've been on the trail for like an hour and a half, hour 40 minutes, something like that. Okay, so I'll be here for a little bit and then I'll take off. Okay, I'm at the trail junction. My intent is to go left here towards Putnam Pond. According to the sign, I'm now 3.4 miles away from my start. And it's been a couple hours or so. Okay, I gotta push on. Yeah, it's a three-way junction. To my left is the going to the Clear Pond Lean-To, which I think is where I want to go. Lily Pond Lean-To was a while back, and that was about 5 miles or 6 miles in. And then if we go off in this other direction, we can get to the Putnam Pond campground, which I don't want to go to. That's a regular campground. So we're going to go up this way. Okay, the next trail intersection, the Clear Pond Lean-To is 0.3 to my right. The Grizzle Ocean Lean-To is 2.1 to my left. It's only a little after 3. I think I can make that with plenty of daylight, which is my main concern, being the time of year it is. So I think I'll just push on to that. Tomorrow's plan is, unless something happens to me now and then, to go up Treadway Mountain. That sign is pointing this 0.8 miles to the trail to Treadway Mountain summit. It's a 2-mile trek up to the summit from that intersection. Anyway, turn you around here through the trees. I don't know if you can see it. I think that's Clear Pond. Lots of ponds in this area besides Pharaoh Lake, which we're not going to go by. Lots and lots of ponds. Slightly better view. Not a soul around here. Oops, sorry. Probably got about an hour and a half left of daylight. Water's very clear. Here's the lean-to itself. I'm a hammock camper, so I'm not going to stay in the lean-to. I'm actually got my hammock set up. You really can't see it from here, but up on that rise there. Try to keep from being the cold pocket tonight. It's supposed to be upper 30s. So anyway, there's a fire ring here. I'm gonna try to have a little campfire after I have my dinner. If you see, look at all the stuff here that you could use to cook with. Wonder what, if anybody actually uses that. Looks like there's even a pancake griddle. Wow. Okay, well, let me collect some wood for the fire and get a start on dinner. Okay, well, I've had my dinner and hung up my earth sack. Got my fire going. I'll sit here and enjoy that, though it's getting towards sunset, which is pretty early. Well, getting early this time of year. Because I have about a 100-yard walk to my hammock, I probably don't want to wait till it's pitch black before I go there. So I'll enjoy this for a little while and then I'll go to bed. And I'll try to catch up with you at that point. I have no idea if you can hear that, but there's geese out on the pond honking. Not quite as nice as a loon, but still, it's one of the few signs of wildlife I've seen today. Okay, well, I'm in my hammock, as you might have guessed. I sat by the fire long enough. It's starting to get dark, even though it's only like not quite 7:30. Okay, well, we're going to call it a day. Tomorrow's plan is to get up, hike to the trail up Treadway Mountain, go up to the summit, come back, and then return to my vehicle. Okay, well, have a good night. Well, good morning. I thought I'd show you my view as I come down to collect a little bit of water. I slept okay, not perfect, but I did sleep. There were a bunch of geese flying around. They flew right over my hammock. I mean, I could hear the wings going. Yeah, so it's a little after 7:30. It is. I can't see the sun, but it is up. Okay, well, let me get some water so I can have some breakfast. Okay, well, I'm moving. At least I had a nice leisurely breakfast and took care of the things I needed to take care of. And I'm all packed up. And headed down the trail. At this point, I'm on the trail that goes around the water. I've got to meet up with the trail that goes towards Treadway Mountain. As I said yesterday, the plan is to go up Treadway. It's a one-way path, so you go up the summit and then you got to come back down 2 miles each way. So do that 4 miles and then head back out the way I came in yesterday. I'll catch up with you later. Okay, well, I've reached the intersection with the trail that goes up Treadway Mountain. Sign says 2.2 miles. That means 4.4 round trip from here. And I come back this point and I head back. But it's uphill. I think it's 1,000 feet of elevation gain, something like that. All right. Well, I've been wearing my puffy to hike in, but I think I'm going to take it off now because it's going to get I'm going to feel a little warm. Still a little chilly out, but I'm wearing gloves, but I'll take the puffy off now. I hope we're getting sort of near the summit. This is the trail ahead, up some rock. Of course, it wouldn't be the Adirondacks without rock. Okay, here I am. Lots of trees. Don't know if you can see, the sun's kind of at a bad angle. See the other surrounding mountains. The irony, this is called a mountain, and it certainly looks like it from the rocks, but elevation-wise, it's the same as the hills in north central Pennsylvania. So, I don't know, because we're further north. I couldn't tell you what the mountains are, just seeing the distance. Sorry. Well, I made it finally to the summit of Treadway Mountain after a bunch of fault summits. So here's my view. I hear people coming, so I can't keep this up for long. Not sure what that body of water there is. You can see the other peaks in the Adirondacks. I think I'm sort of toward the high peak region. I don't know. Anyway, it's a pretty nice view up here. That was a little more work than I was expecting, that last half mile or so. Not quite 360 view, but close to it. Ugh. Okay, you've seen this sign before, but I just got back 3 hours after I was at this junction before. So it took me 3 hours to do 4.4 miles. That included a break, 2 breaks, and a little bit of scrambling. Anyway, I saw at least a dozen, maybe a dozen and a half people after I turned around from the summit and started coming back. So that must be a very popular trail. Okay, so now I've got to head to the left from here, back towards the trailhead. I need to stop for lunch soon. So I'm gonna go this way. This is Clear Pond. I decided to stop here for lunch. Nice little view. I could hear the voice of a child across the pond, so that must be somebody over there. I'm gonna guess they're at the lean-to. The skies are blue. It's a very nice day, and I'm hungry, so let me eat. Okay, I reached the junction with the trail that goes to Lily Pad Pond, lean-to. That's close to where I turn up to go on the trail back to the trailhead I started from yesterday. You can't see it through the trees. Here's another little body of water. There's all kinds of them around here. So anyway, here's the trail ahead. It's about half an hour after I stopped for lunch. I'm sorry, I finished my lunch and started up again. Okay. I'm making a quick stop at the lily pad lean-to. The sun's coming in, sorry. Lily pad pond lean-to. There's nobody here, of course. There aren't as many cooking accoutrements, at least on this side, as there was at the Grizzle Ocean lean-to. So I'm going to have a quick drink, look at the map again, and be on my way again. Okay, this is the last trail junction before I hit the trailhead, which according to this sign is 3.4 miles away. It's around 2:30, so should be no more than 2 hours. Hopefully less. Okay, gotta push on. This indicates I've got 2.4 miles left the trailhead. It's almost 3 o'clock, which means I should get back to the trailhead around 4, maybe a little after. The next part of the trail shouldn't be that hard, so yeah, okay. I'll check in with you just before I end. Well, I can hear road noise. I've heard it for the last few minutes, so that can only mean one thing. We're approaching the trailhead, which means this hike is almost done. And with this hike being done, I've now hiked most of the trails in the Pharaoh Lake Wilderness. It also means I can chalk up another successful trip on the path through the woods.